There once was a long, flowing blue field. Its native land stretched far and wide. Why, its borders went all the way to the end of the world. It was a peaceful, happy land, where things were calm and lovely, like a sleeping ocean. Those who lived there lived lives of serenity, wafting along without a care. They enjoyed their lives and revelled in the untroublement of it all. Then one day, a few new faces arrived in town, friendly and sweet, full of vim and vigour. Brightly coloured blocks that moved and shook. They spun around without a care. This was exciting to the blue field. Some even admitted that the thrill was like nothing they'd ever seen, and secretly had been wishing for some time. It was exciting to see those blocks dance. They had colours never before seen. They did dance moves only ever dreamed of. They were a sensation. Well, the bright blocks were also loving their new home. Lots of room to breathe and stretch. It felt like a place worth settling down in, if only a little bit. After all, they were still coloured blocks. All the blocks played, jumped and danced all the livelong day. They loved it so much, it was their opinion that all coloured blocks should be together in this wonderful expanse. Why, we'll get everyone together and really build this place up, they said. I see towers over there and shops over here, saloons and parking garages for their big, bright car-type things. So, after a few phone calls to relatives far away, more came, and more came, and yet more. The blue field was starting to feel a bit claustrophobic. Where there used to be space to sit and be calm, now there stood an espresso bar. Where it used to be safe to lay and relax, now was an oversized grocery store, and they only sold flavoured gelatin. Once there had been wafting meadows of space and light to stare into the vastness of all night. Now, everywhere you looked was full of colour, all bright and hard on the eyes. The field of blue organised a secret town meeting, hidden deep down underground where no one could hear. After much discussion, arguments about who had done what to whom and how much it had cost them, it was then clear to the calm field of blue, which wasn't all that calm anymore, in fact it hadn't been for some time, that these weren't mere visitors. It was an influx, a violation, an out-and-out takeover. Hustling, bustling, moving and shaking, the new faces began to mass and to build and to live. It was pandemonium and a great party. The field of blue, having become decidedly less calm, in fact, quite agitated, in fact, really pissed off, decided to do something about all the hubbub. They lined up, they rallied, they whispered, and then, when it was just the right moment, yelled, "Battlestations! Gather the forces, pull out all the stops. We are going to war. Those new faces won't know what hit them." The new faces were indeed surprised, shocked, and kind of hurt. They didn't realise they were being so bad. They were just trying to bring a little fun to this lame town. God, what is your problem, you bunch of jerk-offs? Well, if the blue field wanted a fight, then that was exactly what the brightly coloured blocks were going to give them. They had grown to love the land they now called home. They were even thinking of renaming it. That's just how much they cared. But the blue field had gone way too far. No more Mr. and Miss Nice Block. Let's fight. The battle raged on and on for what seemed like years. There were lengthy campaigns, long drawn-out crusades, and several very annoying altercations. The final battle came to a close as the blue field fought the bright blocks back. It looked as though things were returning to normal, in a way. The blue field had successfully pushed the blocks out of their land and off their property. It seemed as though things were done. We won! But the bright blocks were doing some scheming of their own, secretly hidden away in the bitter cold night, trying to decide what to do next. There was only one answer: sneak attack. And that's just what they did. Organising into long marching lines, no one would stop them. Nothing could sway them from this course. It was go time. Well, the blue field had one more trick up their lengthy blue sleeve. The last resort of a desperate, paranoid bunch. Unfortunately, it didn't work out so well for anyone in the end.